Just farming will get you to a decent MMR bracket, but if you really want to climb to Immortal, working on other core fundamentals is necessary. In this coaching session, my student is quite ahead, but loses the game because the other fundamentals of his gameplay are severely lacking, and I will teach him how to fix them and ascend to the next level. These fundamentals apply to every MMR bracket, so it will help in improving anyone, even really high ranked Immortal players. Trying to play with your team for runes. I wouldn't do this personally because I don't really offer anything. Generally speaking, you need to be like close to your lane if you even want to do this. Like for example, if your team is playing here, then yes, you can participate in the fight. But being here is like, okay, if nothing happens, I have to run all the way back or I have to like TP. So I'm gonna waste mana and also I'm gonna waste one TP.
Okay.
Now you'll have to TP, right? Here, nothing really happened. You could chill here, let them have these runes. If you get info, you can take this. If your hero doesn't really offer anything in the fight, as in no slow, no stuns, then you should try to not participate in fights. Okay. Need to aggro these creeps, otherwise he's gonna keep denying. Even if it's inside tower, it's fine. Just do it. Because as Radiant, you don't really have that much of a choice. Also, you need to like kind of prep the creep a bit. As in, let's just go back a bit. So first of all, so you can like prep this and get this killed really fastly so it doesn't get denied. As in, you click it once, then your next attack is gonna do more damage, 8 more damage, which is pretty significant. Then after this, it's just like you can just aggro them back here once they're about to be in range, because this guy has 75 damage, and he has 20 attack speed extra, more than you. He's always gonna deny these creeps, so you need to like figure out a way to bring them towards you so that it doesn't happen. Right now it is happening. Okay.
That makes sense. Okay.
Aggro
I think
again.
I was worried about shoving the wave. That's why I didn't pull it in either.
It's fine. It's like generally speaking, you can just keep aggroing and bring them back anyway. So this is like poor aggroing again. Like you're doing the right thing, but you're doing it a bit too early. So you aggro on here, completely fine. Now wait for these creeps to settle down. They're not settled right now. So these creeps are gonna get blocked by them. When they settle, and then you aggro on range, it will work. But right now it didn't work. Okay. Nonetheless, good aggroing, I would say. So level 2, you have a spike, and you bought a full wand. Problem with this full wand is that we don't have a single stick charge here. So we only need the full wand if we feel like we're gonna get 20 stick charges very early, like something like a bristleback or some shit. But it's not gonna happen here, right? So rather than spending 200 gold to complete the wand, I could just get a boot early on, right? But right, like now to 277, add the 200 you spent buying the magic wand, you would have your boots. So in terms of like smaller items, you need to really think that, okay, so how much value am I gonna get out of this? But if there's no value, then there's no point. Like in this case, this thing has no value. Because level 1 Night Stalker always has like Hunter in the night, he doesn't have Q. Unless he has the other facet, then which is different. Okay, again. So once we like aggro on the range creep, we need to like let it stay there a bit until there's an absolute another need to aggro. Also, like when you aggro, try to stand as far away as you can, because so the chase distance is more, which means that if the chase distance is more, the creeps won't just like stop. For example, you're aggroing from here, right, which makes them chase less. And it doesn't really, I mean, this one is like a bit fine, but yeah, it's just like this one is not, because you're standing really close. So just like a tip, so aggro range is basically 500, and you see this range creep, it also has a 500 attack range, which basically means, yeah, so this basically means that you can aggro from this range creep very easily.
Okay.
But yeah, this is fine. You're aggroing and everything, it's good. Lane's pushed in, this is also very good. Now you can aggro backwards. You're not aggroing, just like farming, huh? Okay. Alright, now you're gonna go, and you're not focused on Lotus. Okay, this guy got it. Never mind. Well, you should just like, this is good because I want you to play for Lotus. And also I think level 3 you could maybe like hold your point for overpower in case Witch Doctor gets out of position, and then you guys can just like burst him. Like in this case here, if you have overpower and Lotus from this guy, you can probably kill this guy. But since you don't have it, you're probably gonna die. Maybe not, but this lane is like ruined. Giga ruined actually. There's like a big wave. You're gonna miss it. Yeah. I mean, they can still kill you very easily. Yeah, this stick is not paying off at all. It's actually quite bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I usually, when I fight Night Stalker, they're just fucking queuing me. Like,
Yeah, but this it's like the
What
new
about it?
facet thing is just like different. Like you wanna, like it's like okay, if the game starts at nighttime, I need to take advantage of the nighttime, right? Like I'll take
Yeah.
this so that I can have extra movement speed and attack speed and abuse that. Also, the level 3 thing is like pretty big. So once you have like you have spikes on this hero, and most heroes, it's like okay, level 2 I'm gonna have slow and fury swipes. The enemies level 1, we can probably go on them. This guy slows, I slow, blood grenade slows, then you can kill them. In this case, we didn't really take advantage of that. And level 3 we have a spike again, but we like chose to like take fury swipes rather than holding the point and taking overpower. Of course, it requires mana as well, so you need to kind of like ask your the guy to give you the Lotus, so you can use it to get the mana you need. Yeah, other than that, you're laning fine, pretty decent. Right, a good aggro. Up to TP, gotta get out. Let's see this actually. You aggro once. Now you wanna aggro again rather than going here. Just aggro again. Bring them back here, because if it's still here, then when you go for this creep, they can probably like punish you like they punish you here. But if the creeps are here, they can't do that. So you lose like a lot of HP. This happened twice, right? Like once before where there's like a double wave, and now. Like Maledict does a lot of damage. You need to not underestimate it. Okay. Save is here. And just aggro. So in this case, you have like two options, right? So what I would do here is that, okay, so this wave's pushing in, I'm like low HP, I think that I'll probably die. What I will do is that I will run here with phase boost and just pull, and then farm that. Because I know this wave is pushing in and I cannot be here deeper in, because I don't even have 6. So there's a very good chance that they can just kill me right now. Like he can press Q, this guy presses Q and E, and you're just dead. Fortunately for you, this guy's building, like he doesn't have the talent, the voodoo restoration facet, and he doesn't have voodoo restoration used either. If he had W and E maxed out, he would be dead quite a few times. That build is super broken. So in this case, it's like the situation is waves pushing in 45, next wave is like around here, so I know that this wave is gonna either be inside tower or Night Stalker is gonna hold it here, which I have no control over, because I'm low HP. If I go further in, I will die. So I need to go and pull this so that I can farm this and also bring the wave back. But we don't do that, right? So now the wave is pushed in, and when we try to approach it, it's kind of dangerous. You die? Probably dead. Yeah, exactly, right? So let's say if we pulled, right, we would be here and the next wave would be here. All this would not be happening. So
Right.
generally speaking, you should be looking to pull by yourself whenever you feel like, okay, I cannot be further in, I cannot farm the side camp, I need to prioritize waves, my hero doesn't farm that fast, I need to figure out a way to bring the wave back, go back and pull. Just keep that in mind. So when you pull, it's just like not only are you getting some farm, you're also bringing the wave back, which is really good for you. Other than that, your lane was just like decent. Okay. Like here, right? Why do you want to hit this tower? What do we get out of this? So we already farmed this, right? We know this. Now this thing is pushing in. Look at the timer, right? By the time I'm gonna be done farming this, I can go here and I can go pull this again. Because if it's like if I try to take this tower, it's like kind of dangerous. But I mean, you have a card, Hawk is here, Disruptor's here, don't have TP. Only Witch Doctor is a threat. I think maybe this is fine. This is actually fine. Because you see heroes on the map. It's fine to do this, but I would say you should keep hitting it. Not go back. Keep hitting it. It's just like as long as you're not the one hitting the tower, when the tower stops attacking, it will not aggro on you. Like you just stop the attack on when he's about to change targets. Like he's gonna attack this guy completely, and then when this guy dies, he's gonna change his aggro onto someone else. If you're attacking him by then he's gonna aggro on you. But you just like stop one attack and keep hitting this. You can also fortify it. And let's do this. So I think that was a fine move.
Say that again, as long as I'm not the one hitting it. What?
What I'm saying is that, so you might be worried that if I'm hitting the tower when he pulls the aggro, the tower's gonna aggro on me, right? But there's a way you can keep hitting the tower without aggroing. It's just like, okay, so there, you have like 5 creeps, right? So let's say the tower is attacking this creep. So you can keep hitting it while it's attacking this creep. But as soon as this creep is about to die, like at this point, now the tower is gonna change its aggro onto someone else after this dies, right? So if you keep attacking it during this time, he's gonna aggro on you because you're the one attacking it and no one else is. But if you just like stop your attack at that instance, it's just gonna aggro on this range creep. And then you can just hit it for like 2 or 3 attacks again. And then after that, it's probably gonna aggro on you because you're the closest. These two are like further. Even if you're not attacking, it's gonna probably aggro on you.
Okay. I didn't know that's how it worked. Alright.
Yeah, alright.
I thought it was just like who's closer.
There's like a lot of things about aggro. Closer is like not true actually. In most cases, tower prioritizes aggroing someone that is hitting a hero or that is hitting the tower. Like for example, you've probably seen situations where the range creep is like standing this far back and there's like a melee creep on your face, but the tower is attacking the range creep. The reason why the tower is attacking the range creep is because the range creep is like attacking the tower while the melee creep is attacking you or something else. Even though the melee creep is closer, the tower prioritizes hitting the range creep. Okay, you die here. Let's see why you die. Trying to help this guy, but you should understand, all of them are level 6. No need help this guy. Alright. This is not worth for you also. Always remember that if you die after getting a kill, it's never worth it for you. As a carry, it's never worth it. So as long as you understand that, okay, they have like it's like I do understand that they're all level 6. Which means that even if I don't know they have spells, I should still be very careful because they're all level 6. So I just like, I'll let this guy die. I mean, he wasn't even dying because he could just run away with W. So it's like, I'll just like chill. Right? So I don't really, when you're like fighting or whatever, try to understand that, okay, so if I die for something, it's not worth it. And in this case, again, right, it's like, okay, I'm chasing something. But should I chase something when I don't have ult? Probably not. I might die while chasing. It's like, I can probably get a kill, kind of like when I'm Mancer, but I'm probably gonna die, which is not worth it for you. Like, the Fury timing is just getting delayed and delayed. Also, waves first, and then... Okay, so understand like one more thing which is very important. So like, as of now, you wanna farm this camp, right? Right, this is probably your thought process because you already farmed this, and you have like 20 seconds, so you're probably gonna look to farm something. Probably gonna farm this. So this thing has a duration and a cooldown, right? So you have 20-second duration on this, 11-second cooldown. So it's kind of like Tears Refraction. You wanna like use it instantly, so that when you're here, you can have it off cooldown, you can use it again.
Okay, refresh it.
Yeah, refresh it. It's like, okay, this is good, right? You're doing it actually, but you're doing it a bit slow. It's just like, now you're gonna hit this and you're gonna have it again, so you can use it again. Like as of now, it's just like, okay, I wanna farm this, I'll just use it right now. But this pathing is bad. You need to go here. It's like, okay, the idea is that I pushed in the wave, right? I'm pushing in the wave, and I should know where I'm going next, right? So based off of the info on the map, there's nothing I see on the map, so it's dangerous to go here. And the next wave is just spawned, right? So I should know where the timer is. But then I see Puck at mid. I see Night Stalker here. I just saw Night Stalker here, right? He was here. So one thing is that if you saw for a little second, or it's like you're not aware of where he is, you can still double click his portrait and it will tell you where he was seen last time. So you double click his portrait and it said it was here. You're like, oh, he's here. Puck's mid. No one can kill me. I can go and farm this camp, right? And now he's just like, okay, I'll just go farm this camp rather than going here.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
Wait, you didn't know you could check positions? Like, as soon as, like, for example, like, let's say items and shit as well. It's just like, okay, so if this guy just showed on the map, right? Anywhere. I don't even have to see him. Anywhere. Let's say he showed here, like, a second ago. And he's now out. Now, if you want to see what his item, you just, like, click on his portrait and you will see the items that he has the last time he showed. You'll see the items that he has the last time he showed. He will also see his position the last time he showed. Which is pretty useful. Like, the problem now is that, okay, so I didn't farm this before, right? Which basically means that if I go there now because there's 2 heroes, I'll probably die. So I can't farm this anymore. But if I already farmed this when it was safe, then it would have been better. There's no camp or what? Okay, they're pushing in the lane, multiple heroes. Weird. Getting a few kills, so it's fine. You need to go back. You need to go back. This fucking spell, whenever it's on you, you don't fight. Because you will die. Alright, so another thing here. It's just like, okay, I got a couple kills. Like, I got 1 kill, right? Which is pretty good. I think Axe doesn't even fucking call him because you kill him. So, it's like, okay, I got a kill. I pressed my ult. I got Melodic on me. And it's just like, I don't have enrage anymore. Which basically means that my hero is like a creep. I'm not kidding. Ursa without enrage is like a creep. He just dies. Really quickly. At this point, I know that I will die. If I go in, basically, even if I don't know I will die, it's just like, I'm in a dangerous situation. That's all you need to know. It's like, okay, at this point, I don't rejoin the fight again. Right? Instead of like going here like this, I will portal top and I will farm this wave and these camps. Again, same thing. You kill this guy, you might feel like, oh, I got a kill. But the problem is, you die after. Right? You die after, you give Puck a kill, who gets a lot of gold, like almost 700 gold, 750. And also the fact now you're going to lose 30 seconds. And you're going to use another TP, which is another minus 100 gold. And the next item that you're buying is Basher, which is really bad. So the idea behind Basher, right? I need Basher so I can stun people, right? But there's like a really big weakness of Ursa. What is that?
It gets kited like Sven all the time.
Gets kited like Sven all the time. So yeah. So if I have a Basher, what is required? What is required for me to make this Basher useful? Like, what do I need to do to make this Basher? Mobility, or just like being able. The most simplest answer is being able to attack the enemy, right? It's like, if I can't attack the enemy, my Basher is useless. So right now, the way my hero is, I have to actually like run to people to attack them, right? I'm gonna run to a Puck who has insane amount of mobility with blink and everything. So I will run to this guy and I will probably never catch him. I'll run to this guy, he's gonna fucking glimpse me. This guy's gonna press doppelganger. This guy's just gonna fly away. So in short, it's just that I have no way to use this Basher properly. It's like, if I'm running to people, they don't give a shit, right? But if I blink from fog with the Basher on Puck and he gets bashed, he probably will die. But if I'm walking to him, I don't have that, right? I don't have that surprise factor. She's just gonna orb out or blink out with phase shift. I can't do anything about it, right? So the whole point is that after Battle Fury, you always buy blink to solve your kiting issue. If you plan on fighting and everything, you need to buy blink. Blink also helps you farm faster because you're blinking from places to places. So this Basher probably like might account a lot into your loss. I'm not kidding, because right now you guys have a 7k lead. They're really far behind, and if you have a blink instead of this Basher in the next minute, then if you join fights, it's much better for you. But with the Basher, you're just gonna get kited and die. Okay, this is an example, right? It's just like, okay, I have overpower in 2 seconds. Use it because I want to farm this right now. Just use it instant. Kind of like tier fraction. Same exact way. Use it.
Okay.
Now again, I'm walking here to farm. Use it. Nice. Okay, next it's just like, this is bad. Okay, the reason why this is bad is, I'll just let you know why this is bad. Why do you think the going here is bad?
They're not showing.
I don't think that matters much. You're safe here. You're safe farming this. The thing is that you could have gone somewhere else, but since you went here, you can't go there anymore. What else could you have done after farming this? Like, basically, let's just go back a bit. So I am then farming this, and I have like 21 seconds left. Half a minute.
The wave?
The wave is in a dangerous spot. the wave is in a danger spot, right? So I can't go there. This might also be a bit dangerous because I have no vision. This is fine to farm, but it's a fucking small camp, right? I don't want to farm one small camp in 20 seconds. I could get something else. What could I get?
Ancients.
Ancients, right? I can go to the second ancient right now. I can run here and I can farm this. Because the thing is, there's no wave here, right? For me to just like after farming this, I can't really go here because it's dangerous. I can only farm waves if they're like around this point. So I can go back to the ancients. I can farm them. Ancients are gonna respawn. I can farm them again. Look at the wave. If the wave is still not here, I can go here, and then I can go here and here again. Right? But then, but since I go here, now I'm just not gonna be able to farm anything. I'm getting this, but this is. Do you think these two camps are better than this? Probably not. The thing is, you might be thinking this is like only one, but this is like two if you think about it. Two camps, because you're gonna farm one, you're gonna farm one again. But now you're only gonna farm one.
Right.
Right, this farming pattern is probably gonna be fine, but there's like one problem with this. I'm just gonna let you think about it a bit and tell you why this is wrong. What you're doing is fine, but the execution is bad. Okay, so you're going here, right? What do you do wrong here?
Should have did the closer camp.
Okay, so basically,
On the way.
yeah, you have like a good idea about it, but the thing is, I'm gonna form triangle and then I'm gonna go here, right? That's what I plan on doing because there's no wave here, so I wanna go here, which is good, which is fine. But is this closer to the ancient camp or this?
Which ancient camp is closer?
Yeah, I'm saying basically, what is closer to this camp? So basically, when I farm this and then I go back here, now I have to run a bigger distance to farm this. Yeah. Another thing is that you're
that one, then that one.
Yeah, another thing is that you're not using your Q to farm. Like for example, here it's just like, okay, I want to go here, cut this tree, Q here and farm this rather than running all the way. Use your Q for mobility, right? You can just like leap. You basically leap forward 250 units. But these small things is just like right now it might not even fucking matter because you should not stack this. You can just farm it. So one thing about stacking is that stacking gives you less gold. Stacking reduces the gold. Yes. There was a patch where stacking was really fucking broken. Everyone was just stacking. They were picking Shadow Demon, Lunas and stuff. So they nerfed it by doing this. They basically made like when you stack a camp. Let me see if it shows that. Look. Okay, never mind. It just said to the stacker. Bonus gold and experience to the stacker. But I'm pretty sure there was a patch where it reduces. I don't know if you will get bonus gold though. Let's see actually. This one is not stacked, right? So let's see how much this one gives you. They give you 42, 45. And then how much is this? 37, 82, 37. Yeah, you didn't get more gold from this one. Let me actually, this math is actually pretty worth doing. Wait, because for me it's just like if I can farm the ancient camp, I don't stack it because it gives less gold as far as I know. Dota 2 creep gold. Let's see. Wait. Maybe this camp just gives you less gold, but I want to like do a comparison, right? So it was 37, 37, and 60, right? So ancients. Okay, here we go. Yeah, stacked gives you less gold. Look at this. 4 stacker extra gold. But I don't know if I stack it, will I get the extra gold or not? Look at this graph. It's like, okay, so if this camp is gonna give me around 156 to 170 gold, which is 164 average, 37 plus 37 plus 60 is 134, right? Which is, I basically got less gold. Like when you farm your own stack, you don't hear the ka-ching voice, right? When you, in comparison to when you stack and someone else farms it, so you probably don't get it. So basically, you should not stack. You should farm it, and then because if you had time, is what I'm saying. So this math adds up.
Step out.
Yeah, it's just like if you can farm it rather than stacking it, farm it.
Okay.
Yeah. Now go back. Again, same shit, right? He's like, okay, I'm running here. If I queue from here, I can probably get to them both. But now it's just like, I had a choice to stack this or farm this. When this gives me more gold, I went for the large one. And I couldn't stack this. So less gold for you. And then again, right? Here from here. These small things will add up, my friend. They will add up. 100%.
Yeah.
Okay, now I have Basher. I'm gonna farm Blink. So this like, I bought this Basher, but I'm not fucking doing anything with it, right? Because I know I can't do anything with it. So if it's rather I would just buy Blink, and then when they dive here or something, I can join these fights. Yeah, you need to definitely have a TP and join these fights because you're the strongest hero in the game. For your team. Like, your team is like giga ahead, but you guys are not using it. So on Ursa is just like very simple tactic. On most heroes, just quite simple tactic, which is basically I'm gonna buy Battle Fury, and with the Battle Fury, my purpose is to farm. Battle Fury is a farming item. On Ursa, it's kind of like a fighting armor item as well. It helps because you do a lot of damage with your Fury swipes when you cleave. So it's like, okay, with Battle Fury, the problem with my hero is kiting. So if I'm getting kited, I'm actually fucked. I can't do anything. So I need to in order to be able to join fights, I need to buy an item that allows me to do that, which is like Blink. So if I'm farming and everything, like for example I'm farming here or whatever, I can just TP here and I can try to help my SF, right? But I'm probably not gonna do that because I don't have TP, I don't have Blink. Okay, this is fine. Okay, so another thing is that on Ursa you should take Tormentor by yourself as soon as you can. Actually, you can just take it with ult, and you can also smoke to their one if you want to be a bit ballsy. Yeah, you can just take it with ult, right? Because ult, it's like the same thing, right? I'm just gonna use this, wait for this to go off cooldown. Basically, I'm gonna do 12 attacks of overpower, and I'm gonna press my ult, and then I don't die.
Oh damn.
Okay. Another thing, taking this tower. So you need to try to understand this. One thing is that if your hero is silenced, you can't press your ult, and if you can't press your ult, you just die like this. Okay? And now they have 3 silences if you think about it, like Puck, Disruptor, and Night Stalker. If they silence you, you will just die, quite literally. In this case, Disruptor uses ult, Night Stalker is dead, 1 silence probably is not enough to kill me who already used it, so instead of blinking out, I need to blink in. So the idea of Ursa is in terms of like fighting. So you can just like generalize all of this with 2 things, right? Not just for Ursa, but for any carry, right? Think about it like this, okay? So what does my hero like to do, right? You need to ask yourself, what does my hero like to do? Which is basically, as an Ursa, I want to hit people. I just literally want to hit people to death. That's what I want to do, right? Most carries want to do the same exact thing. Right? And the second thing that I want to like talk about is that how can I not die? What allows me to not die, right? So basically when you think about these 2 questions, the first question is, okay, my hero likes to hit people. So what stops my hero from hitting the enemies, right? You ask yourself, and what answer do you think? Not just in this game, just in general. What is something that stops you from attacking the enemy? Inability to attack, what is that?
Silence, probably the worst thing.
Silence is like something that silence doesn't stop me from hitting the enemy, right? It just stops me from using my spells.
Right, yeah.
So stops me from hitting the enemy is basically something like if I'm unable to hit them, there could be a lot of reasons. One is that I can't reach them. 2, they have ghost scepters. They have stunned me. A lot of things, right? Basically kite. My inability to hit the enemies. And now you're asking yourself, okay, does the enemy team have that? And you're like, okay, if I jump on the Puck, she can very much kite me, right? Like, I cannot really run into a Puck unless I have like blink, right? And then you're like, okay, this is what my hero wants to do, right? And this is how the enemy can stop me from doing that. Now you have to come up with solutions, right? So it's like, okay, if I run to Disruptor, he can glimpse me, so instead of running to Disruptor, I need to blink on him and burst him, right? With the Basher that I have and the blink that I have. Same thing again, is like instead of like running to the Puck, I need to blink on it. That's my solution for it. I can buy an item for it, and then I can play and be a bit creative with how I want to play around that, right? And now the second question is basically, okay, so what stops me from dying in fights? And in general, what stops me from dying? And
that's silence, yeah.
yeah, and then the other thing, no, that's not silence. Silence is like you generalizing it. It's just like, okay, the silence is just gonna kill me.
Disabled.
It's just like anything that stops you from using my ult.
Right.
If I don't have my ult, my hero is dead. That should be your thinking. No ult, I'm just fucking dead. Because I don't have shard either, right? So if my ult is on cooldown, I'll probably die if I try to join a fight.
I don't have my ult here, so I should just stop being
Shit.
aggressive.
I think it's fine for you to play aggressive here. Because their heroes are dead and your heroes are alive. You can do it. Because 2 heroes cannot kill you. Right? But if there were 5 heroes, it's hard. The thing is, when I blinked out, right before this point, if you just go back, when I blinked out, anything that stops you from using my ult is basically something that I need to be careful about in the fights that I need to keep in mind. So in this case, this guy's silence can stop me from using it. He's dead, right? This guy also uses silence and he doesn't have it anymore. This guy uses ult already, right? So now the things that stop me from using my ult are already used, right? If I'm thinking about this stuff, instead of blinking out here, I will blink on this motherfucker and I will kill him. Because I don't care. He can't do anything. He can't stop him from using my ult. Like, this is such a big fuck up from Puck, actually. It's like he used orb on you. So if you're gonna blink on him, he can't run away. So if you
Kinda
thought...
like any mage.
Yeah, it's like...
telling me.
Yeah, kind of. It's like every hero works the same way. But every hero is like a different kit. It's just like you can ask these 2 questions and the thought process behind it to yourself on any hero and you will have the same answer, right? So if you think about TA, for example, it's like, okay, what does TA want to do? As TA wants to burst heroes, hit them. What stops TA from doing that? Inability to attack. Same exact thing as Ursa. Ghost Scepters, inability to reach the enemy, stuff like that. And now it's just like, how does TA die? If TA is unable to use refraction or things that pierce refraction, she could probably die. Inability to blink out, I would probably die. So now I need to think about, okay, what stops me from blinking out? So if I'm Puck coiled and there's a PL on me, I'm probably fucking dead on TA, right? So I need to be careful about that. It's the same exact framework for every hero. You can just use it on every hero and you will have a really good answer for yourself. In this case, we're going on this guy, but it's just like, okay, their heroes are about to respawn. I think it's fine, actually. You can blink on this guy and kill him, yeah. So in this case, you realize one thing is that, okay, so this guy doesn't have orb, right? He just wasted orb. And you're like, okay, I'll blink on him and I'll hit him. Okay. I think you should press this a bit early because you're gonna apply 2 Fury Swipes on him and he probably dies there. Need to start with this.
Yeah.
Need to start with this always. But yeah, now you said this is the kite I'm talking about. I can't hit him. Alright, now it's just like, okay, I don't have blink anymore, right? And I have my ult. So, if I don't have my blink anymore, do I hide a bit, have an element of surprise, or do I just like run in?
Hide.
It's like, if I don't have blink, I'll just hide out of their vision, and as soon as I have blink, I'll just go in. But at this point, I just need to hide. Like, this is good. This is very good. You're playing it this really well. And now it's just like, okay, ult use, everything use, can't take this tower. Just go back. Do not go on this guy. This is stupid as fuck. He's just gonna kill you and just gonna throw the game. Okay. Nice. Everything's fine. Now I'll just farm my BKB, wait for next Roche, and we're chilling. Okay, here. This is really bad. Why is this really bad? What you're doing here is giga bad. Why? Actually, maybe not. This guy used TP. If you're actually
to kill him.
I mean, he has a glimmer, so you're not killing this guy that easily. And also, it's daytime. If you're gonna like, there's no element of surprise. He can always see you coming on him. So the other thing, that the reason why I said this is bad is because you don't have a BKB, right? So if you show like this and they TP and they silence you with any hero like Disruptor, it's like Disruptor's gonna press Q on you and then you can't run away. You will get glimpsed and you will die. Yeah. So it's like, if I don't have BKB, I just chill. I don't show on lanes like this. This is like really fucking... This is really bad, actually. Like, you're not really thinking about the vision that they could possibly have. It's just like, at this point here, you just die. You can literally just die here really easily. If they're like... If they're slightly thinking about the fact that you don't have a BKB and they can just abuse that, you will die. And also, make slot always. Okay. The classic case of getting the clarity rather than the BKB is what's gonna happen, right? It's like, even if you had a slot, you would not get the BKB. Right, so the solution for that is really simple, and I will tell you that, which will change a lot of things. So in this case, my courier is bringing clarity and BKB, right? So the clarity has more priority over the BKB. Why? Because it's on the second slot, and this is on the first slot. So it's reverse, basically. So if this is here and clarity is here, it's gonna BKB is gonna be in your inventory first. So I need to change this. Like, for example, if you buy a blink and 2 clarities, you're gonna get the fucking clarities, not the blink. And you're like, oh shit, I'm dead now because I don't have blink. So in this case, again, right, when you get this, you don't have BKB. And if they're looking at this guy's gonna press ult on you and you're fucking dead. There's 0 chance you should be alive here. You're just literally dead. But they're not gonna do that. They're so scared. They're literally so scared. They think that you're just gonna kill them. Oh, actually real peel? What the fuck? Huh? Wait, does he? Yeah. Never mind. Chasing more, very nice. BKB really bad. Awful BKB usage actually. You don't care. In this case, it's like, okay, like we want to press BKB for what, right? Think about it. To be able to press our ult, right? That's mostly it. Or to be able to hit the. It's like if I blink in here, and I have my ult, do I care about this fucking stun from the cast? No, I don't. I'll have stat resistance to use it. And here it's just like, okay, the stun is already used, right? And this thing pierces BKB, by the way. It doesn't. There's no way. Pretty sure it does. Well, actually, it's just like everything does damage through BKB.
I don't think you can hit it on me when it's on, but I
Yeah,
can't
you're
get
taking
rid
damage.
of it.
Yeah, you can't get rid of it, and it's just like you're taking damage from it. So this BKB was poor. Now it's just like instead of having a 9-second BKB next fight, I only have like 8 seconds. Which makes it now they're all about.
Basically, I want to save it for like silence in this game, pretty much, or glimpse. Maybe not glimpse.
It's like a lot of things. It
Anything
depends.
that
It
stops
depends,
me
right?
from my ult.
It's just like I have to amplify what I want to do, what my hero likes to do. I want to be able to attack people, and I don't want to die. And the way I don't die is my ult, and the way I attack people is without getting kite. It's like if I jump, let's say a peel, he's stunned. I can kill him. If I'm sticking on him, I can kill him. But this disruptor is fucking pressing glimpse on me. Would you turn your BKB on or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I want to kill this peel, right? I want to kill this peel. He is the carry. If he's dead, it's like a big thing. So I'll use my BKB to kill this guy rather than getting glimpsed and not kill him. So there's like situations, different situations. So this is bad. I'll let you know why this is bad, because you don't have BKB, right? You have ult, but no BKB. So if you try to take this tower, it's kind of dangerous. So instead of doing this, what should we do? We should take Rush. We can very easily throw the game here. Look, you're struggling. Axe is dead. SF is dead. You know why they're dead? You might be thinking that they fucked up, but here's the thing. You're taking the charge in all of this. They are following you. You're the strongest hero in your team, and your team is like, look at them. Look at where they are. They're just like chilling on the sides, and like, okay, everything's fine, but then they just follow you. This guy, no BKB. You, no BKB. SF, no BKB. All of you have no BKB, so if you take another fight, it's very likely you will lose, because you don't have 4k net worth. It's just like remove 12k net worth from your team right there and then. That's what you're playing with. So this is 16k lead, is suddenly 4k lead. And without Spirit Breaker, that's like 4k lead for them now, because this guy's 8.7k. And you get silenced, you can't do anything, right? And now this guy died, SF died, and then you died. This is where you guys throw the game, right? So in general, you have to play it to your strength. So if I use BKB and I understand how I can die, what stops me from using my ult, then that means that I should respect the enemy, and I should respect the fact that they have really low cooldowns and they can kill me anytime that I want. And you know, they took a lot of time to make this play. If you're in a higher average game, you'd be dead a long time ago. They'd kill you 50 times in this game. They would keep killing you because they understand this. They have an idea of how to kill people. They have an exact understanding, and they will execute it in the most easiest way as well. So instead of doing whatever we did here, we just play for Roche, right? We're just chilling. We have like 17, 18k lead. PL has no farm. I'm giga fat. I'll get my shard. I'll take Aegis. I'll buy Abyssal, and the game's over, right? The game's literally over. As long as I play with discipline, of course. As long as I don't do what I just did here, then the game is over. So this is gonna make a lot of difference, right? So, okay. Now we're gonna respawn. You know, the biggest thing is that when you die like this before Roche timer, you also kind of like give them the Roche.
Yeah. I think that's what happened, actually.
Yeah, now you don't have ult and BKB, so you need to like chill. Now you can just go Roche because their 2 heroes are dead. They use everything. Yeah, this is bad. Whatever you're doing here is not gonna work. Again, and again. We're just fighting without BKB. Getting kited. And boom, Axe is dead. Nice. I'm just like constantly bidding my team, and if you look at this, you're not doing this intentionally, right? But you get the idea. It's like you're not doing it intentionally, but your team's just following. You're like, oh yeah, this guy knows something that we don't. Like this guy might be thinking, like this Axe might be thinking, I don't have BKB, man. I don't know if I'm strong, but it's like, okay, if Ursa is going in without BKB, maybe he knows something that I don't, right? This is how people usually think, but they have no idea that the Ursa doesn't know anything either. He's just going in for no reason. And then it's just like, if you're in a higher average game, this guy would tell you that what you're doing is stupid. Don't do it. And you're like, okay, yeah, this guy actually makes sense. And then you have to go back. So in this case, okay, we died when we could have taken Roche, and now they might take it. And if they take it, we're playing versus a PL. We're playing versus a PL late game, Puck late game, Disruptor late game, Witch Doctor late game, Night Stalker late game. What's gonna happen? Jakira's gonna become fucking useless very soon. And I mean, you guys have a very good late game as well, but the problem is, it's just like we're doing like they're so slowly gonna gain net worth over us with this Aegis, and then that's gonna be a problem. So you said that in the start of this replay analysis, basically, that you thought that you might not be farming that much, right? Problem is, it's not like you're not doing anything. It's just like you don't really have an idea of like when you want to fight and when you want to farm. Like in this case, it's like you're fighting with your BKB and your ult, very nice. You're playing aggressively, very nice. But when you don't have these things, when you have to wait for these things to be off cooldown, what can you do? Right? You can just farm. You can go back and just farm. When you have it again, go back and again. So if you keep doing this, would you have issues with farming? Probably not, right? Because I have a balance. So these questions and these things will really, really constantly ask yourself. And just in general, right, if you want to stop throwing games, because this is a very good example of you throwing games. And what you need to start doing is like, try to be a bit disciplined, try to understand that if I'm making a certain play, if it is risky, I should not do it. Just don't do it. Don't overthink it that maybe this could work in this instance or whatever. Just don't overthink it. Just don't do it. Quite literally, just don't do it. It's just like, okay, if I don't have my BKB, and I think that I can still fight without my BKB, but there's a slight risk, don't do it. Don't do it. Just wait, right? Because we're not in a hurry, right? It's just like we're owning the entire map. We're owning everything in the game. We can do whatever we want. Like, this is all fine, right? This is all fine, but now it's just like, I don't have BKB and ult, and PL has Aegis. We're fighting into Aegis. That's one mistake that we're making. And we're fighting near their tower. And now it's just like, I'm just gonna die. Maybe, actually, you just die, okay. So at this point, I think you need Abyssal plus Satanic, and possibly Octarine. But yeah, the problem with this entire game is that we could have just ended this game by now, but we just like kind of threw. Which is just like a basic understanding of kill threat, how you die, and how you kill other people, how you can amplify that, how you can work towards that, and just discipline. It's like play for objectives. You don't have to like rush the game and do nothing. It's just like suddenly you're just gonna feel really far behind when things are gonna start getting cooked. This is basically cooking. This guy's gonna buy a butterfly next. And if you don't have MKB by that, like it's like now it's like I said, you need Abyssal Satanic, but now you're gonna need probably Abyssal plus MKB, because this guy is ahead of you, right? At one point, you were 6k gold ahead of this guy, which is a rapier if you think about it, a really big item, like 2 small items, 1 really big item. Okay, now we have this fight, but we don't have any vision. 2 BKBs used, but my target prioritization is really bad. I'm gonna let you think why this is really bad. Like, you killing him is very good, but this is bad still. Why?
Probably because I got fucked up by the Maledict the whole time.
No, I think if you kill him and he actually dies, this is good. But he's alive. Why is he alive?
Oh, because Aegis.
Because Aegis, right? If I jump him and he has Aegis, there's no point. If I use all of my shit and he dies, and I die afterwards, there's no point, right? The same thing in the lane that I discussed. If you die for something, even if you kill it, it's not worth it. It's like, okay, instead of killing this guy with Aegis, if I kill this guy on Disruptor, if I kill the Night Stalker or the Witch Doctor, how better is that? Much, much better, right?
Yeah.
Like I said, we could have easily won this fight if I just don't focus the peel. If he didn't have Aegis, be my guest, do it. Fuck him up. Oh, we're actually buying Daedalus now, huh? Daedalus is a really dog shit item, by the way. On Ursa. It's really bad. No one buys it. So your damage is basically Fury swipes. You need to understand that your damage is based off of how much you can actually attack. Daedalus is something that doesn't help. You need to like buy Abyssal, which helps you to attack more. It's just like the problem in your fights is that this guy is flying and he's giving a lot of vision to the enemy, right? And it's very hard for us to catch him because he's fucking flying. But I can blink on him, Abyssal him, and burst him, right? And then the problem is gone. So I can give you another perspective of how it's just like, okay, so now I know that I want to blink on targets and kill them so that I don't get kited, and I want to like press my ult, like pressing my ult and my BKB will help me survive. So now I can give you a perspective is that if you jump on the first guy, like let's say you jump on Disruptor, and you press your ult and your BKB, and Disruptor dies, cool. But after Disruptor dies, you're out of your ult and you're out of your BKB. What's gonna happen to you? You're just gonna die. Probably die, right? So let's say killing the Disruptor is actually very crucial, but I don't want to spend everything. So you can have another perspective that, okay, as long as I can hold my ult and my BKB, I should be fine in fight. So I need to think of ways to join the fight and kill someone without using these things. Because my hero can actually burst targets, right? So I can just go on a support, kill him from a really good position where I don't have to press my ult and BKB. And how do you do that? You look at the fight, when they're all dispersed, you jump in from the side and you kill one guy without using your ult and BKB. And then once you get the attention of everyone on you after you kill one guy, then you're like, okay, I still have ult and BKB, and I'm just gonna fuck you all up as well because it's 4v5 now and I have everything. So this is like another way to think about fights. It's just like if I'm playing PA, I want to do the same exact thing. I want to use my blur and my insane amount of burst damage to burst one guy without using my BKB with just blink. And I can only do that to very squishy targets. I cannot do that to PL. I can probably not do that to Night Stalker, but I can do it on all the other 3 heroes. So this is why going on the PL is bad. But it's just like PL is like really out of position and you can actually get on top of him and kill him. And pressing BKB is worth it in every sense. So in that regard, it's actually pretty good. So now you have like 2 differences. Okay, again, right? We just want to fight. Very nice. What should we do? What should we do?
Rush.
Rosh. Play for Rosh. My hero loves Rosh. Play for Rosh. Do not give them Rosh. Okay, they press ult. Wait. Again, I see this guy in my vision. And I also see this guy. He has butterfly. I don't have anything to pierce that. Instead of killing him, I should blink on this guy and kill him. When I go here, this guy doesn't die. I press my BKB. I'm gonna also press my ult. Nothing's happening. All of them are alive because I just jumped the wrong target, right? And now I have to get out because I can't do anything. Now you're gonna go back in, but you're gonna die, right? That's literally all that's gonna happen. Unless, never mind, you're dead. But yeah, you see, it's just like we need to be a bit creative with the things that we do. Once you think about these things as in the framework that we talked about in terms of like what does my hero like to do? I want to burst people to death. And how do I survive? You think about these things and you look at the fires like, okay, what is the ideal situation for me to do these things? And of course, every game is going to be different. There's no direct answer for this. It's not like I'll just tell you to go hit creeps and you'll be fine. Because you can do that every game. But every game is going to be different in terms of team fight. So now when you're learning team fights and not throwing in all of these things, you need to really think a bit. It's just like think about the framework and then think about how and what is the easiest for you to do. I want to burst targets. The easiest way for me to do that is to just like jump on people who are really squishy. And that's usually the supports. That's usually the squishy mid laner like Puck or SF who's magical. In this case, this guy. He dies very easily. So yeah, approach it like that and you will see a lot of improvement. So I feel like this game is still winnable if you guys get Rosh, but something tells me you're probably not going to get it because since you're already playing the wrong side of the map most of the time, rather than not playing for Rosh. So wherever Rosh is, you just have to play there because you're in Ursa. Yeah, I guess this game's over because everyone's dead without buyback and you alone cannot do anything. If you want to be coached by me and reach really high ranks, I provide coaching and I have an Immortal package that is essentially unlimited coaching till you reach Immortal. And there is only 1 slot left on this package. The details can be found on my website linked in the description. Other than this, if you like educational discussions and want to be part of a community, you can join my Discord linked in the description as well. I hope this was helpful and I hope you enjoyed it.